Okay, hello. There's no time to waste. We've got lots of news to talk about today. Let's just get into it. Obviously, like, comment, subscribe. Welcome back to the JTO channel. And yeah, let's just get into it because wow. As of like 20, 30, 10 minutes ago, 5 minutes ago, an hour ago, 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago, there has been news popping off at Chelsea Football Club. And I gotta get straight into it. I gotta talk about it. Let's go. You see the title, you see the thumbnail, like it's crazy today. First people I want to talk about is RAPHINHA and DEMBELE. It does look like, I want to ask you guys this question before I go into the details and give my own opinion on the stories that's been coming out and who I would pick. I want to know from you guys though. Tell me in the comments down below. Who would you rather have, Dembele or RAPHINHA? I think it's an interesting topic. I think it's an interesting debate. I know who I'd rather have and I'll tell you later on into the video. Anyway, let's get into the details. So obviously, it has come out this morning that Dembele, Chelsea have offered a contract to Dembele. French reporters, I think a French news outlet came out this morning and said Chelsea have offered a contract to Dembele. So it doesn't surprise me that they've come out and said that, because I know Ben Jacobs has also came out later in the day and he's also said in the past that Chelsea have always been interested in Dembele. Tuchel really likes him and does want him, but we actually haven't put in an official like contract offer on the table for Dembele, which I kind of find hard to believe, because why would Chelsea, with about 48 hours to go, not put in a contract offer officially for Dembele and his team? Maybe it's just secret. I'm not quite sure. In my opinion, I think we have put in an offer for Dembele. And then when it comes to RAPHINHA now, reports have come out just over the last few minutes, an hour or so, saying that we are now seriously considering getting RAPHINHA. Obviously, David Ornstein came out just a week or so ago saying with RAPHINHA, if he doesn't go to Barcelona, then his second choice would be Chelsea over the likes of Arsenal and Tottenham, which I do think is a good thing because I do like RAPHINHA. But David Ornstein also said that if RAPHINHA was to come to Chelsea, there's been talk saying he'd be used as a wing back. And I'm sorry, I'm just gonna get this out of the way. A wing back. I mean, are you having a laugh? I mean, I've seen Ziyech play wing back. I've seen Hudson-Odoi play wing back. I've seen Pulisic play wing back. I'm sick of seeing my wingers play at wing back. And if RAPHINHA comes in, I don't want to see that either. And as of 10 minutes ago, Matt Law just reported saying Tuchel wants a 1v1 attacker. And as of today, it looks more likely that RAPHINHA is going to come to Chelsea alongside Sterling than Dembele is. Now, in my opinion, look, I've given you all the news. It looks like Chelsea have offered Dembele a contract. Ben Jacobs has come out saying that's not the case. You know, the RAPHINHA news has come out. It looks like we will consider putting a bid for him. And to clarify, it looks like it's gonna be one of them. And that's why I asked you the question of who would you take out of one of them? Because it looks like we're not gonna get both. Maybe you'd love to get both, but we're not gonna get both realistically. In my opinion, now, I would get Dembele, and I'll tell you why I'd get Dembele. Now, of course, there's probably more concerns to him than RAPHINHA in terms of injuries and wage package. Those are the two things that probably throw me off about Dembele. But when you actually think about it, the guy hasn't been injured since last year, and in terms of his wages, I mean that's thrown me off quite a bit, to the point where it's like, do I really want him now? But then again, he is sort of worth it when you think about it. If he stays fit, the guy is so good. And I know Tuchel wants a 1v1 attacker, and I know Matt Law said as of today RAPHINHA is more likely. But if you want a one-on-one attacker, somebody who can genuinely take on a player 1v1, then Dembele is your guy, bro. Okay? And if you think RAPHINHA is the right Brazilian to do that, I think there's another Brazilian from Paris that I'd rather have, in my opinion. That's a proper 1v1 guy that can do so much more than RAPHINHA and even Dembele. So yeah, I want to know your thoughts on this. Look, when it comes to RAPHINHA, yeah, don't get it twisted. I would take RAPHINHA at Chelsea, especially if Dembele is our first choice. But it looks like the club are prioritizing RAPHINHA over Dembele, and I think maybe that's because maybe the club think Tuchel, Bowley, maybe they all think that Dembele right now is more likely to stay at Barcelona and take that reduced salary than come to Chelsea. Hence why I think the RAPHINHA links have gone up a level. When it comes to RAPHINHA, like I said, I like him, I take him. Being used as a wing back is a piss take, I can't lie. But then when it comes to someone like Hakim Ziyech, do I think RAPHINHA is better than Hakim Ziyech? No, I don't. I don't think RAPHINHA is better than Hakim Ziyech. And another thing that's thrown me off with a Rafinha is the money that Leeds won. We're talking 65 million here. Is Rafinha worth 65 million, guys? Personally, no, absolutely not. He's not worth that. At best, I would pay no more than 55 million for him. Do you get what I'm saying? Because he is a talented player that has a lot to his game, just like Ziyech does. I feel like people with Ziyech always think that, oh, Ziyech's limited. Rafinha's got more to his game than Ziyech does. I don't think so. I think Ziyech has more to his game than you lot think. I just think the system has hindered that from happening. I think the system has stopped Ziyech from really showing his full potential. And this is why the Rafinha news is sort of bothering me, because it's like, he's not better than Ziyech, but the only thing I'm banking on if we was to get Rafinha is, okay, he's 25 years old, he's still young, he still has room for growth. I think maybe there's a good chance he may be able to adapt to Tuchel's system better than Ziyech does. And there may be certain attributes that Rafinha has that Ziyech doesn't have. For example, Rafinha's probably a better 1v1 taker than Ziyech. Ziyech's very good one-on-one. Like that's one of Ziyech's most underrated attributes. But Rafinha's probably a better one. And another thing is, Ziyech's quite slow. Rafinha's actually quite quick. So in terms of transitions, like that could help us a lot. So I'm banking on the fact that there's certain attributes that Rafinha has that's better than Ziyech, and the fact that he's also 25 and he has a chance of adapting better to the system than Ziyech does. But in my opinion, don't be surprised if we was to get Rafinha and it's sort of the same BS. I can't lie. You know what I'm saying? I just think he's best in a back four system on that right wing like Ziyech is. And I'm sorry, if you put him in that 3-4-3 as a number 10 alongside a Mason Mount or someone like that, I'm sorry, I think we're getting the same problems with Ziyech in my opinion. So I kind of hope we change system next season and go to a 4 at the back with 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3. And then in that case, fine. Take Rafinha all you want. As a second choice, though, because for me, Dembele is the number one. He's the more complete player. He's quicker. He can do things out of nothing. He creates chances. He's the one we need more than Rafinha, because his profile is slightly different to Rafinha's, and I think his profile is what we need more than Rafinha's. Do you get what I'm saying? So yeah, guys, that's just my opinion on it. It looks like Tuchel does want that 1v1 attacker that can really take on a player, and I feel like the profiles of Dembele and Rafinha is really good. But me personally, I would take Dembele over Rafinha. Let's see what happens. In terms of Dembele, in terms of that situation, he has a choice to make, Dembele. If he decides to stay at Barcelona, we'll go in for Rafinha. And if he decides to not go to Barcelona and comes to Chelsea, then we won't go in for Rafinha. So like I said it in yesterday or the day before video about Dembele. It's in God's hands at this point. I don't know what he's going to do. So yeah, it is what it is. Tell me what you guys think and who you would actually go for in terms of Dembele or Rafinha. You know, there's obviously positives to their game, but I also think there's negatives to their game as well, whether that's even financially or, you know, due to the system, or you know what I'm saying. So tell me your thoughts down below on that situation. I think it's very, very interesting. Obviously, the next thing I want to talk about is Nathan Ake and Raheem Sterling. Starting off with Raheem Sterling, there's obviously been an update. It looks like Fabrizio Romano on his Here We Go podcast did say that Chelsea are going to have a second bid, submit a second bid of £35 million plus add-ons. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't think Man City are going to accept that. I mean, I know there's add-ons. It depends. If the add-ons is like 35 million plus 15 million in add-ons, which takes it up to 50 million, then I think City might accept that. But if it's 35 million plus 10 million add-ons, I think that's a 50-50, because it does take overall the package to 45 million. And I've heard that City do want somewhere between 90 to 100 million for the package of Jesus and Sterling. It looks like, you know, obviously Jesus has gone to Arsenal, 45 million. So I'm guessing they would want something at least 45 million for Raheem Sterling. If anything, maybe 50 million for him. So we'll see what happens in terms of that. I think they're going to reject that bid, in my opinion. But it does depend on how big the add-ons are. If it's like 5 million, they're not going to take it. If it's 10 plus, then I think there's a good chance they will take it. So yeah, we'll see what happens in terms of the Sterling links. Obviously, it looks like he is going to come to Chelsea. It's inevitable. I think he wants to move. Tuchel wants to move. They've had talks. Bowley's really pushing for it as well. So yeah, there it is. Sterling, give me your thoughts on that. And next one, Nathan Ake. Now, Nathan Ake is an interesting one, because for me, I already said this in a previous video before when I talked about De Ligt over Koundé and that news over there. And I said with Ake, it looks like Matt Law has come out and said there's a good chance Chelsea are actually optimistic about re-signing Ake. Now, I'm not going to lie. For me, this might sound a bit disrespectful, yeah? But the guy is just a better Malang Sarr. He's a better Malang Sarr. He's a player that's main position is at centre-back, just like Sarr is, that can play left-back in a back-four system and can do a job potentially, but way better than Sarr. And then I'm hearing links that he could be a backup at left wing-back, which is not a good idea because no. And I'm sorry, the price I'm hearing, I mean, I'm guessing City would want 40, 50 million for this guy. I saw a report on my timeline actually from June onwards saying Man City told Newcastle that they'd have to pay 50 million to sign Nathan Ake. I'm sorry, absolutely not. No. I said it before and I'll say it again with Nathan Ake. We had a chance to sign this guy back in 2020, I'm pretty sure. I know in the last video I said 2019. It was 2020. I got it wrong. Pretty sure it was 2020, right? When did City sign him? 2020, right? Yeah, they did. Yeah, when they signed him, they won the league. Yeah. It was 2020 when they signed him for 40 million. We had a buyback for 40 million. We said no. Lampard said no. And I get it's Lampard, and I get it's the old regime, and I know this is a new manager with a new regime that have different ideas and probably know ball better than Frank do. I get that, yeah? But we had an opportunity to sign him, and he's just a squad player for Manchester City. And I'm sorry, how is this guy replacing Rudiger? Because I thought originally De Ligt may replace Rudiger, but then I'm hearing that De Ligt could be a future Thiago Silva replacement. And to be fair to De Ligt, he can play across the back three. But Ake? Guys, come on. He's just a better Malang Sarr. He's just 10 times better at everything that Malang Sarr is at. Like, Malang Sarr is not good on the ball. Ake is miles clear of Malang Sarr on the ball. In terms of, like, having to read the game and knowing where to be, yes, Ake is miles better than Malang Sarr at that. He's just a better Malang Sarr, okay? Everything Sarr can do, Ake can do, but better. And every single one of Malang Sarr's weaknesses, like not being great on the ball, it's the same. It's Ake's good on the ball, but then they're both short. They're not aggressive. They don't have that Rudiger presence about them. They don't have that De Ligt type presence about them, and I don't want that. So for me personally, I know it's back the manager and stuff like that. Another thing I wanna call out is, yeah, I don't like it when everyone says this, yeah, because everyone's a hypocrite when it comes to this statement. Everyone says, "Oh, you back the manager until it's a player you don't like." Oh, give me a break, man. Give me a break. There is always a player that will get linked to us that you do not want, that Tuchel may like. It's true. Like, let's not sugarcoat, let's not be hypocrites, let's not lie to ourselves here. There's always a player you get linked to and you think to yourself, huh? That player? No, I don't want him. Even though Tuchel likes him, I don't want him. Because if we should just back the manager and be all blind, yeah, and say, yeah, whoever Tuchel wants, yeah, let's just get him. We may as well not have an opinion. I may as well not be here on YouTube saying my thoughts. I may as well not. I may as well just pack up everything and chill. I may as well. Anyway, me personally, I'm not taking Ake. Yes, he's good on the ball, but he's not aggressive enough. He's not the type of replacement we need for that centre-back role. We had a chance to sign him in 2020. We passed up on that opportunity, and he's just a squad player at Manchester City, okay? For me, I don't want Nathan Ake. That's just my opinion. Done, okay? Tell me your thoughts on that. And the last thing I just want to talk about very, very quickly is obviously Thiago Silva. You get me? Man's been agent Thiago Silva and that, you know, came out on the quotes. The quotes came out on Twitter, saying he's telling Neymar, yo, come to Chelsea. If he does leave, this could be the best decision. He said something along those lines. He said he doesn't really know anything yet, which is obviously fair enough. But he's giving that paper talk. He's telling Neymar, yo, come. He's telling him, come to Chelsea. Yeah, and we'll talk about Rafinha and that. I like Rafinha, but come on, Neymar. You want to talk about one-on-one? You want to talk about all of Dembele's attributes. You want to talk about Rafinha's attributes. You want to talk about Sterling's attributes. Neymar comes in, wipes the floor with all of them, fam. And if you haven't checked out my video from beforehand, saying why I think Neymar to Chelsea is actually possible, then do go check that out. You know, just a brief saying of, you know, that video. I did say a loan is possible because I don't think we can generally get Neymar on a transfer fee plus pay his wages. That's just ridiculous. That's nearly impossible. So for me, a loan for Neymar is not the worst idea in the world. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay? Thiago Silva knows ball, and he knows Neymar coming to Chelsea would be delightful. You know, Neymar told Thiago Silva, yo, go to Chelsea. It'll be a good challenge for you. Well, it's time for Thiago Silva to do the same thing, and that's what he's doing. You better be ringing the phone. You better be telling him, yo, come to Chelsea. Thomas Tuchel, Premier League. The fans will love you. And I think Neymar might be up for the challenge if he's considering leaving PSG. So we'll see what happens in terms of that. And one more thing I wanted to talk about that brought a smile to my face. We're not going to get Richarlison. Oh my God, I'm so happy about that, yeah? I just wanted to mention that real quick because, you know, Tottenham look like they're going to likely get Richarlison. I've seen a report saying the fees round likely to be like £60 million, which is bombastic. That is ridiculous. That is outrageous. That is disgraceful. Richarlison is not worth 60 million in no other planet but this one. Do you get what I'm saying? So I'm so happy we're not getting him because he's mid. I'm not a fan. I'm not gonna lie. He's I think he's a fake Brazilian blood. Man, I gotta check his passport and that because yeah, I'm not quite sure if he's Brazilian. You get me? So yeah, that's been all the news today. Tell me your thoughts on Dembele or Rafinha. Tell me who you take and why. Obviously, tell me the Sterling stuff as well. Alongside Nathan Ake, tell me your thoughts on all of that as well. And obviously Thiago Silva, you know, telling Neymar, you'll come to Chelsea and that, you know, because, you know, why not? I mean, why the hell not? Do you get what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's all the news for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications, follow my social media down below. And yeah, I'll see you guys whenever I see you guys. Take care, love, eat healthy, enjoy life. And yeah, I'll see you guys whenever I see you guys. Peace.